Let's talk to David Segal from Israel's Foreign Office. He's live for us in our bureau in Jerusalem. Mr. Segal, I'm interested in this idea right now of what Israel perceives as being a threat, because since 2005, 9 Israelis have been killed as a result of mortar rockets and bombs being fired across the border, and yet 1,400 Palestinians have been killed as a direct result of what's going on inside Gaza. So there seems to be a contradiction here between what Israel perceives as being a threat and what the arithmetic, what the maths seems to suggest when it comes to these statistics.
Well, good morning. First of all, I would say that any country facing the situation that Israel is facing, in which over 500,000 people have been threatened by Iranian-supplied terrorist missiles that are crashing into homes in Israel every day, 40, 50, 60 missiles a day. Israel calling for restraint, no response on the part of Hamas, but continued rocket fire on civilian communities purposely, deliberately, day by day, for years now. Thousands and thousands of missiles. No other country would tolerate this kind of situation, where what we are trying to do now is end the situation.
Can I just stop you and ask you to answer the question? Clarify for me the arithmetic. 9 Israelis versus 1,400 Palestinians, 1,400 Palestinians, and yet spokesman after spokesman coming onto this channel and telling us that represents a huge threat. That is simply not backed up by the statistics.
I appreciate your question, but it's simply the wrong premise, because if downtown London was being bombarded from Heathrow Airport and thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of Britons were under fire and in bomb shelters for the last several years, the threat would be taken very seriously, and we take the threat very seriously. Now, the situation on the ground is that Hamas is firing at Israel, endangering civilians on both sides of the border, and the responsibility rests solely and squarely on the shoulders of Hamas, as world leaders have been saying for weeks now.
Why go for police stations? Why go for government buildings secure in the knowledge that they were occupied? Why go for a passing out ceremony for the new Palestinian police force? 40 police cadets. How were they a threat to the Jewish state?
These are, or Israel's operation yesterday and today is surgical, careful, and is meant to send a message to Hamas to stop the fire, which is endangering civilians on both sides of the border. We are not targeting civilians, and we are trying to protect our own kids from being able to go to school in the morning and not having to run to bomb shelters every night.
So you're saying 40 police cadets inside the Palestinian territories are terrorists?
No, I'm saying that Hamas is a terrorist government that has violated the ceasefire between the two parties, and the world has condemned Hamas repeatedly, including the UN, Arab states, Palestinian leaders, the European Union in a statement of several weeks ago. Everyone understands that Israel is under fire, that Hamas, a terrorist government, is targeting civilian communities in Israel and has been doing so for 7 years, and now is the time to stop it. Our message is enough is enough.
Mr. Segal, thank you very much.